Heartgold is the best Pokemon game I have ever played, and according to many polls, the best Pokemon game anyone's ever played. So in this video, I'm going to give you a fraction of my most recent playthrough of Pokemon Heartgold. I hope you enjoy it. We start in New Town, and shortly after I wake up, I check my email where my neighbor Lyra apparently likes Pokemon. Like anyone knew that. I walk downstairs and am greeted by my mom, who starts getting teary-eyed as I am simply going to the lab that's less than 20 feet away to get my starter Pokemon. After I'm tackled by Lyra's Mirror, I go inside the lab to pick my starter Pokemon. Obviously, I pick Cyndaquil and I name it Marinara. After the old man in Cherry Grove City gives me some Air Jordans, I go to this one dude's house and am greeted by Professor Oak, who then gives me a Pokedex. Then Professor Elm tells me one of his Pokemon was stolen. I don't rightfully care, but he's making me go over there anyway. While going over there, I find another red-haired guy with a Totodile. After beating his Totodile to a pulp, I return to the lab, where I'm accused of Totodile theft. Luckily, Lyra vouches for me. They ask me what the other red guy's name is. I don't know his name, so they mark him as undetermined. I go to Violet City and talk to the guy in the Pokemon Center, and he gives me a Slugma egg. After walking in circles for what felt like 5 billion steps, the egg hatches and I name it Sriracha. I head through the Sprout Tower, get a TM that I don't think I'll ever use, and go to Falconer's gym. After sweeping his 2 birds with my 2 balls of fire, I go along Route 32, and while beating up a random child, Marinara evolves. I go through Union Cave, beating up a bunch of lost people, and hop into the well to fight Team Rocket. While beating up the many Team Rocket grunts, I catch a Zubat that I named Poison. I beat up the leader of this Team Rocket Operation Thingamwhatsit, and head to Bugsy's gym. After getting destroyed by a speedy knife bug, I decide to head into Ilex Forest to get cut, and go back to Bugsy's gym. But first I had to defeat my rival. After having 2 close calls with his now Croconaw, I do the stuff in the forest and head into Bugsy's gym. Now my initial plan was to go and get the charcoal from the Charcoal Master's grandson or whatever to boost my fire type moves. Yeah, I forgot. But it's okay, as I was able to beat Bugsy and his knife bug anyway. Go through the forest again, and on Route 34, I catch a deer that I named Polynesian, and shove him in the daycare for reasons that will make sense later. I botch Whitney's chance at listening to Backstreet Boys, and she realizes she should go do her job. Before I go into the gym, though, I kidnap a bird from a guy, and then realize I can't stuff it into a box. So I keep it with me, at least until I can get rid of it. I head to the gym, almost died to a couple meows, and with my 4 Pokemon, go over to fight Whitney. Of course, I am destroyed by his semi-truck of a mill tank. Twice. So I decide to beat up some campers on Route 35. Marinara and Flare and Wheel, and then I realized I could go into the national park and get the TM for the move Dig. I do that and teach Dig to Marinara and head back to the gym for a rematch. My strategy was to decimate the Clefairy and hit 6 smoke screens before I spam Flame Wheel with Marinara. This is so Whitney's mill tank will get the least amount of hits possible. And then I proceeded to lose to Whitney 4 more times, until I got a lucky run, where I got 2 flinches with Bite and made the mill tank fall asleep and it got burn on it. Got a burn on it. And I ended up stalling the burn until the mill tank died by a 1. Then I got the bike and the squirt ball, accidentally killed the Sudowoodo, dropped off the Spearow, and headed off to Ecruteak City. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you want, and look forward to more animation.